have you seen this video about the top 10 useless courses in Kenya? And it's been trending lately. Actually, it has more than 100,000 views. I was scrolling down YouTube and I came across it, and I really was curious to see what's in there, because a lot has been happening in the education system in Kenya. We have the new CBC system, we have a lot of universities and training institutions coming up, so many courses, some of them we don't know which is the direction, what are they all about. So when someone mentions that there are actually useless courses in the country, if you are into education and you're either looking to go into the university or you're already doing a courses, it worries you. So I went to watch the video, and I can tell you guys the list is shocking. To be honest, the list is shocking. Let's just have a look at it and then we come back to break it down with you.
Today, we are counting down the top 10 most useless courses in Kenya. If you're planning to join university, watch this before choosing your course. 10. Bachelor of Agriculture Extension. Once useful when Kenya was pushing for rural farming support. Now underfunded and outdated. 9. Bachelor of Home Science. This course used to focus on nutrition, clothing, and family care.
So of course I can't air the whole video because I don't have the rights to do that. It's not my video, okay? But they're talking about courses like journalism, like teaching, Kiswahili and history, like law. They're talking about agriculture. Can you imagine, in a country whose economic activity, the backbone of the economic activity in Kenya is agriculture, someone is telling you that when you do a course in agriculture, it's actually useless. So it got me thinking, why is this person making this video and mentioning these particular courses? Is it because they just want to clickbait, or do they actually have a point of what they're talking about? And I analyze it because on this channel we talk about discovering different career paths and actually getting to know what the future of a certain career is all about, okay? So when I come across things to do with education, to do with careers at the university, courses, things that are happening in the education sector, these are things that really interests me. So when I was looking at the reasons, some of the reasons that this person was giving for these courses being useless, he was mentioning things like there are no jobs currently, there's high competition, that you can do short courses instead of you doing a long course at the university that will take you 3 years or 4 years. You can do like 1 month or 3 months, and then you can be able to get done with it instead of you going to the university. So most of these reasons that the person was talking about, to be honest, I will not say that these reasons are valid. He has a certain point, but they are absolutely not valid. Because to be honest, to say something like a course in law or a course in journalism or teaching or agriculture is useless, to me, it doesn't make sense, because we have lawyers and teachers everywhere in the whole world, not only in Kenya. But then I understood that this person is talking about the fact that in Kenya currently, there is an issue with jobs, like job opportunities are scarce. So whichever course you're going to do, you have to know that it is not going to be easy to get a job simply because you've gone to do engineering or simply because you've gone to do teaching. There has to be more than doing that course. And one of the first things that, regardless of which course you are doing, whether it's very marketable or not marketable at all, the first thing that you must understand is you must have a purpose as to why you are going to do that particular course. If you don't have a purpose, you will finish the 4 years, the 5 years, or even the 6 years in doing medicine, and you'll come out of it and you'll feel like you've done the most useless course ever in this world. Because if you don't have a purpose, there's nothing that you're chasing after. You're just going into the system for the sake of going into the system. So I think that the one thing that we need to change about our system is to teach our students to get into courses based on a specific purpose. Let them learn about the different courses that are out there. Let them learn about the different fields that are available. And then let them discover what are their interests, what are their purpose, what is that one thing they feel like they can bring to this world, they can bring their change, they can give their all, regardless of the lack of opportunities, regardless of how hard it is or the challenges they are going to meet. They can be able to use it and to create change in the world. Most of us feel like this course is useless, this course and that course is useless, because we don't have a purpose as to why we are following that particular course. So that's number one. The second thing is we need to understand what is education. We need to get it right, because we are in a society that has taught us that education is going to nursery school, finishing primary, finishing secondary, university, and then getting a job. But is this really what education is? Because if that is what education is, it explains to us why we have so many people that have graduated, they've even passed the examination, but they do not have jobs. We have so many things that are not working out, yet we have doctors in those fields, we have professors in those fields, but these areas, they are lagging behind, you know. Why? Because we do not understand the meaning of education. First of all, education is a continuous thing that should never end in life. It doesn't mean that when you graduate with your doctorate, when you are a professor, or when you get your master's, now education has ended. That's never it, because education is the process of learning, improving yourself, getting to know what you can do better, what used to be done a certain way in a certain period and it can be done a different way right now, and what can you do about it. So when we change our mindset to understand that education is not just about going to the university, education is not just about getting a job at the end of it all, then maybe we shall get things right. So there are two things that we need to work on for us to know that, first of all, there are no useless courses out there. And these things are: understand the purpose as to why you're getting into a course. 2, understand the meaning of education and pursue education with the right motivation, with the right mindset. Not to think that I'm going to quickly finish education and then I'll be done with it, I'll move on with life. No, because life itself, it is a process of education, okay? So as much as I disagree with the person who made the video, 90% of it, there's a certain percentage of me that agrees with him, and this is the fact that the education system in Kenya is flawed. In Kenya and in Africa at large, our education system is flawed because we have a new system that has come, but have we really prepared ourselves to make sure that when you are admitting students to a particular course, we actually have the right equipment, the right resources, the right curriculum that is going to teach them and give them the skills they need, that when they come out of this education system, at the end of it all, whether there'll be jobs or there'll be no jobs, the skills that they learned, they can use it to create jobs. They can use it to innovate something. They can use it to even, pass the interviews, because we have people who are graduating and they have finished the courses, they have passed the examination, but they know nothing about what went on in that school. Why? It's not the student to be blamed all the time. Sometimes it's the system to be blamed. So I agree that there are some of these courses that have been added and they need to be prepared better before they can be added into the system. They need to be prepared better. Let the teachers know what they are going to teach about. Let there be skills, resources, laboratories. Let there be things that they are going to impact these students with the right skills that they need. Okay, so I cannot really say that these courses are useless, especially the courses that the person mentioned. However, there's a lot to be done about our Kenyan system and our African system so that education actually gives the student what they need to get so that they can thrive out here. I don't know what you think about it. Do let me know in the comment section. What is your opinion about useless courses that are there in the system? Do you agree about the list that this person has shared? Or do you generally think that there are courses out here that are useless? I'd like to hear your input. And please consider subscribing to this channel, because in here we talk about everything to do with education. We talk about the things that are trending, the things that need our attention, what we can do better. We even bring you opportunities to improve yourself and opportunities for your children so that their future and their career path can be more clear and they can have passion in whatever they're doing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.